All right, welcome everybody. Today we are in Death Valley and we were going to head down West Side Road, but as you can see here, our plans have been changed. Because of the flooding of Lake Manly last year as a result of Hurricane Hillary the previous summer, the berm here is still washed out. So we're gonna go to the south end of West Side Road and head up north that way. Come along on this episode of Artistic Off-Road. To get to the southern portion of the West Side Road, from Badwater take Highway 190 about 30 miles. The turnoff is before the Ashford Mill ruins. More than 10,000 years ago, before Death Valley earned its credentials as the hottest place on Earth, Badwater Basin was part of the much larger Pleistocene Lake Manly, named after the famed pilgrim of the gold rush days. In that time, the area harbored megafauna such as the American lion, camels, and giant ground sloths. Today, residents of this harsh environment have made special adaptations for their survival, like the nocturnal kangaroo rat, who gets all his water from seeds and small insects, and who only emerges in the cooler temperatures of the night. All right, well, we've made it to the southern end of the West Side Road, and it's all dirt from here. This area was heavily mined before Death Valley became a national park. You can still see remnants of past operations nearby. The 1976 Mining in the Parks Act closed all new mining activity in national parks, and the last mine in Death Valley closed in 2005. All right, folks, we have pulled over to the side of the road on our way up northward on West Side Road because it's past noon and it's time for lunch. Let's take a look at the progress here. Ooh, look at that. With full bellies, it was time to find a camp spot for the night. We headed up Galena Canyon. Though named after silver ore, the Bonnie mine here produced mostly talc. All right, guys, we have made it to our camp spot for the night. It's pretty barren out here, but we did find a spot, as you can see right behind me here. The landscape here is alluvial. Floods from the mountain's higher elevations have over millennia forced debris out of the canyons, spreading rock and dirt into an alluvial fan or bajada, such as these fans at the base of the Funeral Range near Badwater Basin. The scarcity of plants, the bronze desert pavement, and the proximity to Badwater are testament to this plain being one of the harshest in Death Valley. I think we have this place all to ourselves. All right, y'all, it is dinner time. So let's take a look at what's on the menu for this evening. All right, what do we got tonight?
We're gonna have chili with shredded cabbage and hot dogs.
Yum. Oh man, it is windy outside. Woo! All right, guys, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. We are out here on the alluvial fan and the wind is blowing like crazy. We woke up, this gust must be going on now for about an hour. It's blowing upwards of 50 miles an hour. The car is rocking back and forth. Woo! This is wild weather out here in the desert. stove blew all the way over into the crate. Oh man. Let's leave that on the ground for the night. And over here we got a downed backpack. Woo, it is blowing out here tonight. All right guys, it is about 6:40 in the morning. As you can see here, the wind is still blowing, but luckily we were able to get back to sleep for quite a few more hours. The wind kind of rocked the Jeep gently to sleep. So you can see the valley here is pretty much covered in the fine particulate matter of ancient Lake Manly. And it looks like there may even be storms coming in over the mountains of the Panamint Range. But boy, does this add to the adventure of this experience. One of the reasons for the lack of precipitation here in Death Valley is that storms coming in from the Pacific have several mountain ranges to surmount. The coast, Sierra Nevada, Inyo, Argus, and Panamint each slowly pulls moisture from the clouds to leave this an otherwise barren and desiccated landscape. The most abundant moisture, it seems, falls during the summer monsoon season, such as was the case with Hurricane Hilary, when roads such as this one, Wild Rose Canyon, were completely washed out. To this day, Wild Rose is still awaiting repairs. Just because it's windy doesn't mean I'm not gonna make my morning cup of coffee.
Thank you.
Welcome. These are the moments we live for. Quiet mornings with spectacular views. The weather and the journey, even though challenging, elevate the experience into the epic. As I stand here, I think about the native peoples, the original inhabitants of this valley, who saw the sun rise and set every day, who experienced the changing seasons, the celestial and earthly events. I consider the powerful influence that such landscapes have on the human spirit, and leave here more grounded, more appreciative of places like this that offer the opportunity to grow, explore, and reconsider our relationship with the natural world. We are all packed up, and it's time to head out. It's been a great night of camping. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Artistic Off-Road. Hope to see you next time.